I'm glad we are addressing the revision of the visa code this morning, because I have been contacted by a whistleblower who has uncovered corruption in this area of a huge scale, which description of the thing gives me quite concerns. So our committee has a long history of being a forum in which we can have honest and frank discussions on issues such as migration, security of our citizens and the control of our common external borders. The Schengen area are without a doubt one of the EU's greatest achievements. We all can travel through and we are happy for this, and we all cherish the fact that the European citizens can move freely across the continent. But today, however, I want to raise a shocking issue of illicit trade in visas that is alleged to have taken place in one of our member states. Last week, during a court case, there were serious allegations that a senior political appointee appointed by a Maltese Prime Minister himself, the person with official responsibility for Libyan medical visas, has in fact been illicitly selling these very visas, visas that should be free of charge and extortionate rates. It has also been alleged that the Maltese Consular General in Tripoli has been questioned by the police regarding the sale of Schengen visa. And the murdered Maltese anti-corruption journalist Daphne Caruana Galizia wrote articles in autumn of 2015 alleging that Malta's consulate in Algiers had corruptly issued Schengen visa to persons that were not entitled to them. The latest reports claim that Malta has issued more than 88,000 Schengen visas and an additional unknown number of medical visas. To put these numbers in proportion, Little Malta has just over 440,000 local inhabitants. From the time the civil war broke out in Libya, 2011...
Mr. Skripek, yep. I'm being generous. It's not strictly a point of order. In fact, it may have been better to be part of the debate, but I think you made the point. You're making the point about the whistleblower, but just if you could conclude, please. Thank you.
Okay, so can I have 1 minute?
Conclude in under a minute, please.
Okay. Okay, so Libya is a place where so many thousands of Schengen visa has been sold, and neither the Prime Minister nor the police have properly investigated the case. So even local journalists which reported on this matter have to have facing a jail or criminal trial, sued for fraud in different cases. When Commissioner Avramopoulos was questioned by an MEP, Ana Gomez, he answered that there was no selling of any visas to Libya. So I ask Commission to investigate this case and to give a proper attention to a terrible case of selling the visas. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Skripek. I gave you some leeway there, but I would suggest, I mean, the chair of the new working group on, and also I could suggest that you table a written question on this matter as well, but you made your point very clearly this morning, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for this. So now we can proceed to the... oh, sorry, Mr. Coelho, please, point of order.
Thank you, Chair. Only to tell you and the Commission, we did make the debate on this Maltese problem this week in the working group for Schengen scrutiny under the demand from Mrs. Ana Gomes. There are some matter for concerns relating the evaluation of the use from Malta on the visa system. I'm not going to elaborate right now on those findings, but to tell we are on the subject. Anyway, there is a matter of principle we have to address sometime. It's the problem of balance between the national competences and the European framework. Because to issue a visa is a national competence. Of course, there are some rules in the national government's framework, but we have no authority to go to a member state saying you cannot do that. And it's also harder on giving citizenship. We have seen allegations, and those press reports our colleague made reference to, and they are disturbing. But we have to study what kind of legal ways we can use, taking care the fact it is mainly a national competence. Thank you so much.
I hope that was helpful, Mr. Skripek. Maybe I don't want to start a debate, but I think Mr. Coelho is trying to be helpful. So it shows that there's some substance here. So if you could please take this forward, perhaps with a written question to the Commissioner. And there are some members in the room who are clearly knowledgeable on this issue. So you've made a good intervention, although it was not a point of order, I should stress. Okay, thank you very much.